Penguin Audio presents The Audacity to Win. The Inside Story and Lessons of Barack Obama's Historic Victory. By David Plouffe. Read by Erik Davies. Prologue. David Axelrod and I left the Obama campaign headquarters election bunker in Chicago at 10:30 p.m. Central Time to humbling cheers from the knot of staffers who had been prepared for a long night of data crunching and narrow margins. Instead, they were downing beers and celebrating, having just watched all the networks announce the election of their boss as the 44th President of the United States of America. It was the end of a long road. Axelrod and I had begun the journey walking together through an airport in November 2006, en route to our first meeting about the far-fetched prospect of Barack Obama's running for president. At the time, we figured it was probably the only meeting that such an unlikely endeavor would yield. Yet here we were, walking down the hallway of the high-rise that had housed our campaign for almost 2 years, on our way to greet the president-elect. As we departed the elevator and stepped into the lobby, the security guards broke into raucous cheers and tearful thank yous. Their joy hit me with a jolt of reality that blaring televisions and hours of encouraging results from battleground states had somehow failed to convey. "I'm having a hard time actually believing this," I said to Axelrod as we made our way into the street. "I know," nodded Ax. "It's too big to comprehend right now." We had just elected the President of the United States, an African-American man, born to a Kenyan father and a Kansan mother, just 4 years out of the Illinois State Senate. He had defeated the gold standard in both parties, Hillary Clinton and John McCain, to win in one of the biggest upsets in American political history. The elation of these security guards, all African Americans, struck me powerfully. Later I learned that this same celebratory scene was playing out all across the country, in groups large and small, black, white, and brown, suburban, urban, and rural. Americans were expressing not merely satisfaction at the victory of a political party or candidate, or relief that the lesser of two evils had prevailed, but something deeper and more profound. Their reactions were closer to a kind of primal joy at seeing wrongs righted, at having risen up to achieve something cynics said couldn't be done. For most of us under a certain age, any prior familiarity with this feeling came second-hand, from history books. Now, we owned it. Ax and I crossed the street to the Hyatt Regency where the next president, his family, and the Bidens were watching election results. The advance team directed us up some back stairs to a blocked-off elevator and eventually down a hall to the Obama suite. Members of the roadshow, the staff that had spent 2 years with Obama on the road, living every minute of this amazing and improbable journey, lined the halls. Reggie Love and Marvin Nicholson, both giants, swallowed me in their emotional embrace. As Ax and I slipped into the suite, Obama was on the phone with President Bush, receiving his congratulations. I shivered as another jolt of reality shot up my spine. Right before we walked in, Obama had received the historic concession call from Senator John McCain, our vanquished opponent. The next minutes were a blur of hugs and happiness, embracing the Bidens, Michelle's brother, Craig Robinson, and then a wonderful high five with Michelle. Michelle's mother was radiant, holding hands with her son-in-law, the next President of the United States. Then Obama was done talking to Bush and crossed the room toward me. He and I embraced for a long time. He pulled Ax and Robert Gibbs in for a beaming, wet-eyed photograph, a treasured memento.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?